Hey guys, I'm back once again for another Star Wars figure review, and today I'm going to be reviewing something actually really interesting from the 2002 lineup, which is the Star Wars Han Solo Endor Raid version from Return of the Jedi, which is also from the Star Wars 2002 toy line when Attack of the Clones came out. Now, this toy line is filled to the brim with a bunch of figures that has a bunch of action features, and also some reissues of Power of the Force figures that got a major update from the previous figures. And literally, truth be told, the figure line is actually really interesting, just like the movie. Even though the movie could have its flaws, just like the toy line could. But all in all, I do like this figure, mainly because it's one of the few Han Solo figures from Return of the Jedi in the vest and brown pants outfit at this point. But before I get to the figure, let's get with the package first. So at the top of the package right here, we get to see the Star Wars logo with the arms of, I guess, Luke Skywalker or somebody holding the lightsaber up in the air. We get this iconic logo. Going down here, we got pretty much the bubble over here, but I've already taken the figure out of the bubble at the point, and I got this yesterday and wanted to do a review of it today. So there's a bubble over here with quick draw action, which we'll get to that. And then we get an iconic looking image of Harrison Ford as Han Solo with the Return of the Jedi Han Solo and the Raid bubble, and Hasbro logo over on the side. And if we turn over on the other side, we get a rundown of the action features, other figures to collect. But at the top, we get the bio and everything, including with Han Solo's bio. Everything looks pretty good so far, especially considering the fact that they really demonstrated these figures really well in the commercials. Although I have not seen any original figure from the commercial, it's just the prequel figures. But anyways, you got Chewbacca from Cloud City. Cloud City captured Chewbacca, Starfighter pilot, the Jedi Starfighter pilot, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and the Raid Han Solo. And down there we get the rundown of websites and all sorts of other stuff like that, and the Star Wars fan club thing, and the Hasbro logo on the side. So yeah, the package in these figures are obviously recognizable, and they're really good looking. I really like the way this package looks. And keep in mind, though, there are some Han Solo figures that I really am interested in getting more on this lineup. And soon later, there is one more Han Solo I could get from this lineup. But anyways, that's the package. So let's get to the figure. Well, straight off the bat, we're going to start with the likeness of Harrison Ford. And it looks just as okay. No, not okay. Just as great as the Power of the Jedi Bespin Capture Han Solo figure that I have. Now, may not be like on par with any other figure likeness, but this one, for a toy, this one matches his likeness. I really love this likeness, even though his head is tilted and sculpted in the way that he's like prepared to like turn his head to sort of like that to resemble like him carrying his blaster like this. And I'll get to more on that posability later. So the figure looks pretty good. It's on this pose, a little heat about to get ready to start shooting in action. He's got a lot of some good details and paint apps, but the paint on his vest is a little bit of a lighter color, but it's more of a blue. It's sort of the same paint that you use on the Bespin Han Solo figure that I reviewed, the Bespin Capture Han Solo from Power of the Jedi, and this came out in 2002, so I don't understand why they didn't give him a black vest. And as you go down here, we get just pretty good detailing on his pants as well, along with the yellow stripes going downhill and the working holster. Also get detail in the belt. It looks pretty dang good. I really like it. And then we get the boots too. Yeah, the detailing on this figure is really amazing. But although it does have a few flaws, but mainly on the pose, like posability wise. But it is a fun figure, so I wouldn't go too much into the flaws, because what really matters is the fun of it all. So at this point, I would like to go over the accessories that it came with, which is 2 detonators that he uses for the shield generator in the Return of the Jedi. These are also suction cups that you can put up on. Now these things right here, while detailed, I might not get enough focus on there. Might go try it. So might be the best kind of autofocus I can get for the shield, for the detonator so far. But it does look detailed and such like the movie. And as I said, like it has these, it's a suction cup as well. So if you stick it on here, it can stick and it can come off. But it doesn't stick well on wood. But let me take this package for example. Like it sticks on really well like this. See? like that. And gonna believe this came out like, I think 15, 16 years ago, I'm not sure. And was really surprised that these things can work still to this day. Get the other one and try to get it. Like, this is such a fun little feature that it came with. I'm glad I didn't regret buying this Han Solo figure because it's really a good figure. And it came with those. This is the first time I ever got it in the package, like, with the accessories. He also came with his blaster, so that's another accessory he comes with. Like, every Han Solo figure has to have a blaster along with them. And he does have an action feature as well, not just the suction cuts, but if you press that little tab there, like, press it down, I guess. If you press it down, he has the... Here, let me try to get it on, trying to get it good on camera. You press it down like that, and he will spring over here for a quick draw, like that. Like, he's really prepared to shoot first. Not gonna make a joke because, again, I had this in retail, and the cashier told me about a Han Solo shooting first joke. Like, well, I want to hear that, but still, like, it looks like this is pretty good. And this is the positive that can come out of this pose that he's in, even though it was limited posability. But looking at this, I really am surprised how this figure was made, and I'm also glad this is one of the few Return of the Jedi Han Solo figures we can get that's actually had a lot of fun play value, even though it's just only stuck in one solitary pose. Not a bad figure, but this figure is definitely worth with the action features. Now let me go over the comparison real quick. I got the previously reviewed Bespin Capture Han Solo figure, which is a really great figure in my opinion. Now, if you can take the comparison to the head sculpts, now of course Hasbro do have issues to try to comparing with the head sculpts on figures or making the head sculpts. Sorry, the autofocus is acting nuts. So, anyways, like the likenesses on both of them, they do look pretty good. I mainly like this one more, probably because of the way that hair is done. But Return of the Jedi, or 1983 Harrison Ford look, like, it looks good too. They're both good likenesses in my opinion. They're way better than the 90s head sculpts or anything before it, but I'm not sure. Like, there are some better head sculpts out there too, but these are really good in my opinion. And also, for the comparison of the colors of the Bespin jacket and the vest, they're both the same, like I said. Like, they have, like, they're good and round detail, but they're the same color, and it's kind of weird because this Han Solo figure should have a black vest instead, but I'm not going to really focus too much on that. But I do like the way it looks, so I don't really have that much of a problem with it, but that's just a little bit of an inaccuracy. So that's it for this review of the Endor Raid Han Solo figure from the Star Wars 2002 toy line. Now, this is the figure I might as well put a rating up on because it actually does deserve a rating, unlike the other figures that don't really deserve a rating because they're already good enough. So for this figure, I'm going to probably give this a 7 out of 10. Well, it's a great figure in my opinion. I really enjoyed it, but it does have a few lacking features, just mainly on the pose, and especially with that arm. I forgot to talk about the arm, but the arm is locked in motion. It's much better when you have the action feature activated, but when you turn it back, the arm is much more loose, like that. It's sort of like the Indiana Jones wig crack action feature figure that I reviewed on my channel. Hadn't seen that, go check that out, and I also recommend that figure as well. It got the same rating, I guess. So, yeah, these two figures can... You know what? I might as well pull out the Indiana Jones figure real quick. You know what? I stand corrected. They both do look good together. I mean, wow. This came out in 2008, but wow, they both have the same features. Like, they have action features, they have a good amount of posability, they do have their flaws, and they're both at a 7 out of 10. Now, this is definitely a good pair up. Okay, I just want to do that for fun. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and see you guys later.